Welcome. I'm David Riggs. I'm a personal injury trial lawyer in Rancho Cucamonga and the principal of the Inland Empire Law Group. In a personal injury case, there's often medical expenses, and the question that we get from clients and others is how are those medical expenses going to be taken care of? There are various ways that we take care of medical expenses in a personal injury case, and one of the ways we look at first is take a look at what insurance is available to pay for those medical expenses. Sometimes insurance is available through private insurance, through health care, through Medicare, Medi-Cal, those types of things. And we want to take a look at how those expenses can be paid utilizing those sources to start out with. Ultimately, however, the person responsible for the injury is responsible to pay for those medical expenses. The question is going to be, how much are those medical expenses going to be? If you've ever been involved in a hospital situation where you've gone to the doctor or you've been in an accident where you've had medical expenses, you're going to see some fairly significant bills at times and some charges that seem to be somewhat outrageous. But if you have health insurance, Medicare, Medi-Cal, and those bills are submitted to the insurance company, then what happens is they have a negotiated rate generally with the medical provider that actually pays at a significantly reduced rate than what they actually charge. You're not responsible for the difference. You might be responsible for a copay or a deductible, something of that nature, but you're not responsible for that inflated charge. But when you take that type of situation to the other side in a personal injury case, you present the medical expenses to the other side. Nowadays, unlike many years before, what you can only present is the medical expenses that have actually been paid for or that are still due, not the medical expenses that were actually charged for. So if you had, let's say, a $10,000 bill from the hospital, but in fact the medical expenses through a negotiated rate with an insurance company or with Medicare or Medi-Cal paid only $2,000 or $3,000, then you can only present that $2,000 to $3,000 medical bill to the other side for reimbursement. You can't use the $10,000 charge. That's changed over the years because of certain decisions by the California Supreme Court. Utilizing a good personal injury attorney to help you with a personal injury case, to help resolve and pay for the medical expenses is very important, because if you don't know what you're doing, you could either shortchange yourself or lose your case entirely.